Hi everyone. I know this next topic was supposed to be on the topic of when should you be quitting piano, or when should you be letting your child quit the piano. And I realized as I was sitting down to get ready to film this that there's just so many things that I can keep blabbing about. So I think rather than making the video more of like a really long blabbing session, I would maybe take the time to just really write down some concrete points. So therefore, the video is going to be delayed. But I do have some really exciting news. So last week, my app finally got approved by the Apple Store or the Apple iTunes Store. So this app is called Ear Train Me. It focuses on the topics of intervals and chord recognition according to the RCM syllabus. So if you are taking RCM exams and your teacher always runs out of time, like I know for sure I always run out of time to do ear training, and then parents always ask me, well, what can I do? There is like a code at the back of your 4-star ear training RCM books, but I always hear, and I actually tried it too, it's always down for some reason. So I'm just going to show you this app. It is not free. I have been working with a developer for the past, I think since February. So it actually was a really long process telling this developer exactly what I want, but in the end you get a really simple and easy app that's really easy for students, little kids to use. I've tested it on a couple of my kids, and actually it's funny because some of my old students who've already finished grade 10 were like, why didn't you come up with this app so long ago? But really, I don't know, I just finally had a calling that, okay, I'm gonna make this app, and I will tell you it is not cheap, and that therefore, now I know why there's so many apps out there that are actually paid. I'm just gonna go through the app really quickly with you. So it's actually a green square with a white treble clef. I will post the link for the iTunes store so you can check it out. Level 1 is free, and then afterwards it's, I believe it's $5.40 Canadian. I didn't know this, but did you know Apple takes 30% of a cut for every download, paid download? So that's something to think about when you are purchasing anything on iTunes. 30% of it goes to Apple, which is a pretty big chunk to me. And then what you get is this screen. Level, so 1 to 10. And yes, it does match up to whatever questions that the RCM examiners will ask you in terms of just the intervals and chord questions. So level 1 is free. You get the general gist of chords and intervals. But because the other levels aren't free, I'll give you a little sneak preview of level, let's say level 5. So when you get to level 5, you will have 3 chapters to choose from: chords, intervals, and then something on the bottom, I don't think you can really see it, but it says extra practice. So for extra practice, you get harmonic intervals. And what are harmonic intervals? It's like the ones where instead of they play 2 single notes like da da, they play those together. And then for a lot of students, that's such a struggle because you need to decipher what are they playing like at one time. So I'm just going to show you what I mean. So when you click extra practice, oops, you will get this 3, 2, 1, and then oh, what is that? I didn't really hear it, so we're going to replay it. Oh, strange. Okay, there, that's the right one. Sorry, I'm not sure what happened. So because this is my first app, there is some glitches. They're not major ones though. For every round, you still get 10 questions. So we'll replay that again. And then, right, you get some time to think about. There's no time limit. So that's the song of For He's a Jolly Good Fellow, which is a clue for a major third. And you get a little check mark, and then go on. Oops, sorry. So that's O Canada, another trick for minor third. Yes, and let's say you get this wrong. I'm just gonna press minor 6. It's wrong, and then they would, I don't know if you saw it, but they'll actually read the correct answer. So, so yeah, I think it's pretty good because like you'll actually, excuse me, hold on, there's getting texts from my aunt. So there's actually the answers there for the students to choose from just that level. So yeah, so when you hit grade 10, the intervals, they look something like this. Right, and then you just click your answer. And then for chords, you have this. This is grade 10. So when you hit grade 10, you actually have more selections for chords, and they're all here. So you get to get your full-on practicing. At the very end, you get a score out of 10. Oh, sorry. You get a score out of 10. So that's pretty much what the app is. It's really simple. Nothing really to it. I had a few students test this during the lesson because I want to see how they did. And I noticed they actually took their time to hum it before answering. And as many teachers, piano teachers out there know, a lot of kids, they just like the answer. So sometimes they don't even like hum it and sing it because I think they're kind of embarrassed. But with the app, I could actually see them take the time because they want to get the answer right, like so badly. So it's really great. Like, I know this app isn't perfect and it's not for everybody out there, but I think it's pretty useful, especially for younger kids, because if you're good at intervals and you're good at chords, you are most likely going to understand that better. Therefore, get your playbacks a lot accurate. Because playbacks are just like a bunch of intervals together, right? So, and the point of this whole thing is to really get students to really listen and think about the pitches before answering. So yeah, like, again, I'm just promoting, of course, my app because I think it's actually going to be pretty useful for kids and students and adults out there. There are a lot of apps out there that train your ear, but I couldn't really find anything that was really simple and straightforward enough. And then I would never dare to download something that was like $25. I saw an ear training app the other day. It had levels, and I think they were either RCM levels or ABRSM levels, and it was like $25. So for me, I know like I would be kind of hesitant to download something without a demonstration or a review. So yeah, like let me know. It's called Ear Train Me. Level 1 is free, so you get a really simple idea of what to expect. I think this works best for students especially who are just starting RCM 1 and slowly progressing up to levels, because it actually builds through the app and through the syllabus. It actually builds up the answers, and it just helps the student progress a little bit smoother. I can see if you're jumping in from grade 10 though, and downloading this might be overwhelming if you have already had a long struggle between level 1 to 9. Because as I was building this app and recording all the intervals, even I noticed my ear was improving. And that's because I was doing from like level 1 and level 2 and then building up and up and up. So I really think if you are starting RCM, this is something you might want to start loading into your phone and building it from there. I will tell you the app costed a couple $1,000s. So I'm not trying to make money off of this app. It's a very specific genre. So I just really think that it could really help a lot of students. And it was a really great experience for me because I'm always wondering, like wanting to learn new things. And I think it was I just got really lucky that I found a pretty like easygoing developer that was not a musician, so it was quite a struggle in that sense, but it was a really interesting experience to have that journey to build up an app and see the final product. Although it's so simple, but there was like a lot of work put in. So yeah, I hope you check it out. And oh, I will note, one of my little students did notice there's a bit of a wait between the questions. So you have to wait for the sound to fully finish before you click it. Click your answer. So yeah, check it out and let me know below the comments. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye.